Om Jananim Sharadam Devi Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. We saw yesterday Sri Ramakrishna is explaining the two important channels of our existence, the head and the heart, the Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga, the differences being distributed now. Now, the two things Sri Ramakrishna says about is all these names. This is the knowledge of Brahman. When we transcend the nature and enter inside and reach the Samadhi sthiti, by repeated fixing of our consciousness or awareness to the reality and denying this universe again and again, God alone is real, like that, Brahman is alone real. All these names and forms. Finally, mind becomes fixed and then it enters into Samadhi. When with that, it is unwavering. This is the knowledge of Brahman, the absolute being experienced. It is the unwavering conviction of Jnani that Brahman alone is real and the world is illusory. And here, all these names and forms are illusory like a dream. What Brahman is cannot be described. Now, when the aspirant, spiritual aspirant, aspiring for the Brahmajnana or Atma Jnana, transcends one by one layer of our existence, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, or externally, he goes on merging back the whole universe into energy, the energy into the folding back from Prithvi Tattva to Jala Tattva, Jala Tattva to Agni Tattva, Agni Tattva to Vayu Tattva, Vayu Tattva to Akasha Tattva, Akasha Tattva into Absolute. When he goes on merging back and finally reaches the Absolute, as he moves ahead, he is going from lower truth to higher truth. It has come down, and the same way it is evolution. He is returning back. Pratyarpana. He goes on merging back, reaches the absolute as it has come into the. Now, each layer of existence, when it merges in the, as we fold back, it's like I am climbing up and my realizations are folding back. My experiences are folding back. Just like even now, you see we are passing through waking, dreaming and deep sleep. I am seeing a world of mine. When I sleep, it merges in me. The real world, universe stays as it is. The real world remains as it is. But what I was seeing in it, according to my vasanas, I withdraw. It merges in me. All my knowledge of this world merges in me. My identity, bodily identity, I am so and so, merges in me. Body belongs to Prakriti, it remains there. But my identity with the body is I am folding it back. I am not leaving it there. If I leave my awareness or identity with the body, then it must continue in my sleep also. I have a body there. Waking state is there, just like I go from one house to my friend's house, my own house to friend's house, then I know my house is there. I have to go back. But when I enter into sleep, dream state, my waking state, I am not aware at all. That means I folded back my identity. I folded back the world that I was seeing into me. Now I am in a different dimension. From there I still go within. I go on moving from external most to the internal most and transcend. Like that, the universal level also, same thing happens, merging back into the reality. So when they see, when I fold back, when I wake up from dream, I was experiencing till then the dream world and thinking it to be real. When I woke up, oh, it was unreal. I experienced, I passed through this pain and pleasure of the dream world. Everything, a tiger came, I was afraid. I was running here and there for shelter. Suddenly, I fell into a well and I got up. When I got up, there was neither tiger nor well, nor the pain or pleasure. Nothing was there. It becomes, oh, that was all unreal. But I have experienced. Same thing happens when we transcend this nature and go beyond. That, oh, all that was unreal. But there is a state called vyuthana. From samadhi, we come back to the normal state of consciousness. Sri Ramakrishna is to enter into bhava samadhi and come back to the normal consciousness again. In bhava samadhi, he is experiencing God in a particular aspect to which he was relating himself, either Krishna or Rama or anything, or the Absolute or Divine Mother, some aspect of the divine in which he was playing. And when he comes back to normal consciousness, he is again in the world with all others at the normal level of consciousness. This is called vyuthana. From samadhi, when we come to vyuthana, we see everything made of divine. Everything is divine. The world that I was till then seeing, till I went into samadhi, the world that I was seeing, I see no more. I no more see my mother as mother, father as father, my friend as friend, man as man, woman as woman, tree as tree. I was seeing all this in my own way. Now, oh, tree is appearance alone. It is God in that form. Just like in dream, the mind has become the tiger, mind has become the earth, mind has become sky. Oh, it's all mind when I wake up. Like that, when I go back to dream, again dream is dream world, because my ignorance has not gone, basic ignorance. But when I enter into samadhi, the relationship with all the three bodies break. At least physical body break. So when I come back, I am not this body, nor this world that I was seeing as body remains. Because my understanding of myself changes. So the world changes. I was identifying with body, and I was body. When I came from samadhi, I am no more body. I am witness of my body. So there we see, because as long as I was body, I was seeing body. I was seeing matter. When I am spiritually awakened, I am no more body. Body is my external case, cover, just like cloth. Then I see everyone inside the light. Body is just a case. Body is just a case. Body is just a case. I can see, penetrate, and enter into these things. I can see within. I can see within the object. I can see the Chaitanic light inside the sofa. So till then it was matter. Now it is spirit in the form of matter. It is spirit taken form and name and quality. Nama, Guna, Rupa, wherever in whatever form you are seeing, in whatever form others are seeing, is unreal. As God it is real. As divine it is real. Sri Ramakrishna explains this state as if everything is made up of wax. One wax, so many objects, so many colors, so many varieties, so many things. And suppose that wax start moving up. The movement also is there. Then the same world is there, like dream world. In dream, all movements are happening, and matter is mind alone. Movement also is mind. So here also, God alone is movement. God alone has become all this. Even movement is God. So that world of names, form and qualities, Nama, Rupa, Guna and movement, Kriya. This world is no more remains. What remains is Brahman. Then we say, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. All this is God. All this is Brahman alone. When we come down, we say, world is not real. What I was seeing, what you are seeing also is not real. But this is Brahman. I am seeing something else in a place, what is there actually. My eyes were covered with ignorance in such a way that another thing I was seeing, this power, the power of ignorance, is considered Avarana Shakti. A unknown power is covering my knowledge of the reality. Because I am covered, I identify with the body, the world is covered, world is looking the world, no more God. So this Avarana Shakti has two powers. One is covering the reality and projecting the other. Avarana Shakti and Vikshepa Shakti. The ignorance has two powers. Ignorance has two powers. Covering the reality and showing something else which appears to be similar to that. Now, when I see, when it happens, when there is ignorance. If it is total ignorance, then nothing is seen. If it is total light, truth is seen. Between the light and dimness creates a fear, anxiety. Something I am seeing in something else. Mandhandakara. In Mandhandakara, a rope is there and I see a snake and shout. See the reaction, I am shouting and I am shivering. All this has happened because I am seeing a rope as snake. All movements and everything. How did that happen? I was ignorant of the rope there. I did not know it is rope. So that ignorance has covered the rope, reality, and projected a snake there. Ignorance has such a power that it can cover the truth and project a thing which is untrue. So, Rajva Bhujangamaiva Pratibhasida. This world is looking, the world that you are seeing, the universe or the world that each one of us are seeing, viewing. I am seeing a world. You are seeing another world of yours according to your vasanas. Each one is seeing a world. A child is seeing one world. Old man is seeing one world. A jnani is seeing one world. Each one is a version of the same world, different versions. And whose version is correct? The jnanis is seeing the divine everywhere. Because this ajnana had covered me and was identifying with body. I was thinking, this ignorance, when the covering, myself has gone. Oh, Aham Brahmasmi. The world has lost its covering. So, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. This is also Brahman. I am also Brahman. Because I am Brahman, I am seeing Brahman here. Because I was body, I was seeing a world here of duality other than my body. The rest of this, I had separated this body from the rest of the universe, identifying with it and saying, I am this, I am this. And it was looking something else. I am wearing a colored glass and colored objects are seen. We are experiencing distorted version of this universe. There was exhibition, varieties of mirrors, concave, convex, twisted and all. You go and stand before each one, you will be looking wonderful. You are bent like the tung 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 tung. You are bent. Some places of you are thick, but some places are thin. Convex, you will see you have become so small. Concave, you will see the face alone has covered the whole mirror. Variety, distorted version. You are seeing your own image, but distorted. World is looking like the distorted version of the reality. So this vision goes off when your new vision comes after the samadhi. After entering into after samadhi is transcending the nature and going beyond to higher levels of consciousness, where there is expansion of consciousness, where there is more light, more understanding, till you reach the ultimate. Ultimate is what we call Brahman, the Brahman experience, which is the ocean of bliss, peace, love, absolute, unchanging, eternal reality. Unchanging, it doesn't change. It is eternal. It is the ocean of bliss, peace and love, absolute. Love absolute, bliss absolute, peace absolute. Absolute peace. Absolute peace means there is nothing more to add or nothing more to deduct. There is nothing other than that of that variety. There is nothing peace called peace other than that peace. So absolute peace it is. Other pieces are relative pieces. Other bliss is relative bliss. Pleasures of senses, peace of mind, something. All this becomes that part. Here we see Jnana is considered, Sri Ramakrishna says Jnana is considered because it is what they have experienced. Oh, this is Brahman. Brahman alone exists. Atman alone abides. That understanding. With that, this body moves about till its prarabdha ends. And the Brahmajna becomes Brahman itself. So, the whole thing. Now, his body moves about, but he is in a different state of experience. It begins with first spiritual experience as spiritual awakening. With the spiritual awakening, the whole world of spirit of infinite dimensions, you are keeping one foot in it. And slowly you are entering, releasing yourself from the entire. One foot keeping, other foot lifting is not difficult. So you enter into Samadhi Sthiti. Keeping one foot in the spiritual world, still one foot still is lingering behind. It is called the spiritual awakening. The spiritual awakening and spiritual experiences begin a little later. It is like dawn and sunrise. With sunrise, you have not seen sun fully. Fully sun is risen, still you are not seeing the sun, not understood this, experienced the sun. It is so pleasant, reddish, creamish, as it climbs up, 12 o'clock. You start roasting. Oh, morning sun was so cool. Now he has become like master, schoolmaster. It was no more, it's very harsh. And again, as the evening comes, you see another phase of sun. So from sunrise to sunset, you experience all phases and phases of sun. Then you can say, I have known sun to some extent, but another side is there. You will never see of the sun. Setting to rays, the other half of the cycle is invisible. So in evolution also, one part is visible, one part is always invisible. While going in street, you will never see the whole street at any time. Till it gets, as you go, so much of space is, road is visible. As you go, more visible, but only a portion is visible of the road. Unless it is straight road like Chinese road, In China, they have built road from Nepal to Kailas Manasura. Straight roads, 200, 300 kilometers, one straight line. Go and zoom, that the road converges into a point. And you can go at 200, 300 kilometers per hour, it looks like that. Such straight. But nobody goes beyond 100. Law is there. Nobody is visible, nobody see, but still people follow it. Beautiful. But they consider certain paths to be straight, smooth and joyful. Certain paths to be not curved, harsh. Krishna tells about Jnanam and Bhakti. Bhakti Yoga. They also reach me, but it is little difficult. What is that second shloka? Bhakti Yoga. Evam satata yuktaye bhaktastam paryupasate echapyakshara mavyaktam tesham yoga vittamaha. Tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Maya saktamayo partha nityakta upasate shraddhaya parayopetaha te me yukta tamamataha. Etvaksharam anirdesham avyaktam paryupasate. Avyakta paryupasate. Tepi, they also reach me alone. Tepi mameva kaunteya. They reach me. Those who are coming by bhakti path also reach me. These are, but this path is very difficult, kathina. It is, they have to, very harsh, very hard, because you have to tear away at every point, you have to tear away from the, first begins with the denial of body, I am not this body. Very difficult. Deny. Each time, body insists, I am there, I am there, I am there. It demands, demands of the flesh you cannot so easily fulfill. From hunger to all demands of all desires for comfort and enjoyments, play and fun, all constantly to be pestering. So to tear away from them, shant, to sit is very difficult. It requires years of training, again and again. Some amount of small, one glimpse of reality is sufficient to calm down it. Its base is removed. Because we have experienced the world, lives after lives, it looks more real than God. Because God we have never experienced in others or in reality. In us also we have not seen God. So God is an inexperienced substance. Virtually, mentally I am conceiving, but I have never seen. I have not seen a person who has seen. Na jane, na jane, na jane. So I don't know. I don't know the one who has seen also. Yah jane, sopi na jane. Yah janati. He also I don't know. So that makes me to leave this world and go inward. It becomes very difficult. One small glimpse suddenly changes the whole attitude towards the world and towards this. It is just exactly like a moth trying to see the light. Once it sees the light, it will never enter into dim light also, darkness. You can see some days how they attack the light. It wants to penetrate and go inside the bulb. What is there, it alone knows. Because it has seen light, it doesn't want to go anywhere else now. Dim light is next. No, it doesn't want. It was the brightest light. So that is what happens. The world becomes so dim, so lightless, dark. Now God is dark. Krishna. Shukla is not there. Shuklambaradharam is not there. Krishna. Everywhere Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. It is dark, dark, dark. Then world is bright, very attractive. Hiranmayena patrena satyasyapi hitam mukham tattvam pushanna pavarana satyadharmaya drishtaye. Hiranyamaya patra, it is glittering. With that this reality is covered. That's why we are not seeing reality. Glittering things are more powerful than the real ones. The artificial glitters more. Hiranmayena patrena satyasya apihitam, pihita, covering. Pihitam mukham tat tvam pushan apavrano. Remove that pushan. Pushan is addressing the light, God, who is light. Pushan apavrano satya dharma is drishtaye. I want to see the satya. I want to see the dharma. Satya and Shashvata. Nitya and Shashvata. Nitya is one that is by itself stands forever, eternal. There is no relation to time. Timeless. Timeless in which the time appears and disappears. It doesn't come within the realm of time. Then it's called Nitya. Shashvata is with respect to time. With respect to time, it is Shashvata. It doesn't disappear. Shashvata. It was there in the past, it was there in the present, it will be there in the future. So that is we call Shashvata. Shashvata has a reference to the time. Nitya is independent of time. Whether time is there or not, it is immaterial, it is there. Then it is Nitya Shashvata differences. Nitya is eternal, Shashvata is with respect to eternity, with respect to time, unchanging according to time. So Nitya Shashvata. That I have to experience. Now the Jnanis have seen that light, and all this, whosever version it is, they say, no, you are not seen. This is not, the world that you are seeing is not there. When you realize God and come back as Jivan Mukta and live here, whatever you see is real. Your life is real from that day of enlightenment. It is eternal, unchanging. Anybody can enter your life anytime. These things you cannot enter anymore. As you go ahead, it is getting erased. Nobody can read it also. But others can read after your realization. So, here we see Thakur is very clearly making us understand what is Jnani's opinion. He wants to bring the other part. How does Bhakta see? Bhakta accepts all levels of consciousness as real, but it may be permanent or impermanent, but it is real. Jagrata also is real, death is also real, birth is also real, bandhan is also real, mukti is also real. So all states of existence and all perceptions through senses also are real. They don't consider as the passing events of life as unreal. If it is unreal, it would not have, I would not be experienced. It is impermanent is accepted. The world is impermanent, God alone is permanent, that they accept. But unreality is not accepted by the Bhakta. It is Leela of the God, it is play of the God. It is passing, doesn't matter, but it is play. It is glory of God being manifested. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.